last time I was on my channel, I was putting together my first video in a long time. And I couldn't wait to eat because that day I had just gone to the Goodwill store. And when I got back, I hadn't eaten all day. I was famished. And now, guess what? Same thing. My husband and I had an eye doctor appointment this morning, and I just recently got back. But this time, before I left, I made myself a salad, and I can't wait to dig in. Let me show you what the salad looks like. Okay, here it is. I've got it on a silver platter. Let me see if I can show it to you a little better than that. Okay, here it is. Yeah, this is kind of like how I eat. I eat vegetables and protein. That's the diet that I'm on. Well, that's my new health diet because I'm not eating starches and a whole lot of carbs. So I'm on a low carb diet. In this salad, let me show you the salad again. In this salad, I have some walnuts, avocado, burpless, what is that? Cucumbers, I'm sorry. Spring mix, tomatoes, and some red peppers. Is that it? Oh, and eggs. Okay, that's my protein. Yes, I can't wait to dig in. And I also made my own salad. Let me see. Let me go get it. So I made my own salad. I'm sorry. I did make my own salad, but I made my own salad dressing also because, you know, everything is customized for me these days. And I'm just going to drizzle this on my salad. And what is in here? This is made up of extra virgin olive oil. I've got some turmeric in here, some black pepper, fresh parsley. What else? I do have some garlic in here, yes, and apple cider vinegar. Is that it? Oh, and I did put some basil in here as well. Yeah, so I want to talk to you about what we're going to do today, because I did do another shopping haul. I mentioned in my last video that I did 2 shopping hauls, but I did not show you what I purchased. So the challenge for me, I am challenging myself not to spend any money on furniture or any new materials, okay? Because my residency here is pretty much temporary, because this home that I'm living in right now is not my forever home. It is not what I want. Okay, the layout is not the way I want it to be. The size is not the size I need it to be. And my husband and I are not yet empty nesters. And so we have 2 young adults that still live at home. And once they leave, we'll be leaving too. And, you know, we'll be able to do what we want to do for our future, for the rest of our life. And after raising 13 children, you know, it's not easy. And so I don't think that we're going to have an empty nest syndrome situation going on. Okay, so I'm going to show you some of the items because there's a lot of stuff I have in my dining room that I have set up. I can't wait to show it to you because I like to be different. You know, I like unique items. I've watched beautiful craft tours and I love the all-white look. And one day I'll probably do something like that. But for now, because I'm using what I have, not that I wouldn't merge some of the vintage pieces that I love, which I will continue to do. But I'm going to use exactly what I have. So the challenge is to make it beautiful. And I think that's part of the crafting journey in creating something that I've never created before. What I'm looking forward to doing is doing a lot of creating, whether it's something new or whether I'm recycling something. It's all going to be a lot of fun for me. So that's what I'm looking to do right now. My craft room is not ready for a craft tour. I need some fulfillment. I need to be able to craft and do something so that I can relax, because in between my writing, the only break I've been taking is to watch a movie. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some unusual items that I purchased from the Goodwill store. Some are unusual and some are kind of usual, but I'm going to show you unique ways of using it. So I'm going to give you my twist on how I create and how my mind works. Okay, so I can't wait to show you this, but I am going to sit down and eat first. Okay, so I'll see you in a bit. Hi everybody, I'm back, and there's so much that I want to go over with you, and this is my free time, and so let's do it. Okay, you wouldn't believe the clutter that's around me. I spent the last 2 hours bringing things upstairs from my craft room. But the good thing about it is I cleared out some space, but I needed to figure out how I could be more productive with this task of putting together 4 different areas in my home. I have my dressing room that I'm still trying to unpack. I didn't even set up my dressing table yet. I have 2 wardrobe closets. One is, the makeshift mobile type closet, the rack. And the other one is an IKEA wardrobe. And then I have my office, which was set up before I decided to combine it with my sewing room. And that's a really small space. And then there's the craft space, which is taking just taking over. My crafts is taking over. Okay, so I want to talk to you about that, and I want to talk to you about how we can get a handle on it. I want to start first with what I did, or what I had to do when I first started unpacking the boxes. Because I had all of my stuff ceiling high. And once I took the things out of the boxes and crushed the boxes, I didn't really have a home for a lot of the scrap materials that I put in containers or makeshift containers, or just, I don't know. I don't know what I did. I don't know what I was thinking. But let me start over, okay? I think I need to calm down. I need to breathe. I need to breathe. I'm getting a little anxious because there is so much to do. And I'm in the middle of writing a bestseller. I'm in the middle of writing a book. And I'm pausing for some me time. I didn't know where I was going to start, but I think that this is a good time for me to just do what I feel naturally led to do. Okay. When I started unpacking the boxes, I figure I need to collect all this stuff in some smaller containers. I had smaller containers, but as you know, when you're unpacking things, you don't know what order you're going to find all the items that you need. And so the things that I was unpacking, there was nothing to really contain my items in. So I went ahead and I just started covering soup boxes. These are those Nissan soup boxes. Let's see if you can see the bottom. Oh, I covered the bottom? I sure did, sorry. Oh, well, that's a good thing. Okay, so let me start over. These are the Nissan soup containers. And this is just a temporary fix, but I needed to put items in just to be able to stack it, okay? So as you see, I'm able to do that. You see this? Let me stand up. Okay, you see? Okay. And this is not how it was downstairs before I came up here, okay? I just did this on the way upstairs because I've been using these containers for multi-purposely, okay? So, I said I'm gonna start here because I always have a story, okay? I'm a storyteller. I mentioned before that we moved into a smaller home, and the property's beautiful, mountain view. I'm writing a book, and so I needed the tranquility, and all of that's perfect. But I had way too much stuff and never really had the time to declutter. It's been a process. So I've been decluttering for years, but you cannot sufficiently declutter until you touch every item. And now, at this season of my life, I'm at a place where I'm able to touch every item. So I've thrown out a lot of things. I've thrown out scrapbooking supplies that were never used because it expired. And I said I really need to get a grip, get a hold, really organize and make it a priority so that I can use it, so I won't lose it, okay? So when I covered these boxes, I covered it just so that I could feel more inspired while I was touching my things, because the boxes, the way that they were, was not inspiring me to even do it. So I figured if I turn it into a project, which is what I do, I pretty much have learned over the years to turn everything I do into a project. And that is inspirational. And that's what motivates me to do the things that are daunting. So I covered these boxes, and that was one way that I showed how you can be resourceful, okay? So I recycled these containers to use. And I want to show you something else that I recycled. Okay, I'm going to take these containers out, and I want you to see that they're all matching. And I'm going to tell you why they're matching. Now, these containers aren't matching because I purchased it from Amazon or Temu or Walmart or any of the other stores or the Goodwill store or Dollar Tree. They're matching because these are lunch meat containers. What was in here was turkey or ham, and it was on sale one day, and I bought a whole lot of it. And I realized that, hey, I could reuse this. So that's what I did. So I have some beads in this one, and I just started collecting it from there. Now, do I eat the lunch meat? No. But, you know, my kids have eaten it. They got tired of it, so they don't even like it. But believe it or not, I still buy it. Sometimes I'll use it to make an omelet with. So what I want to do, let me turn the camera down a little bit. Okay. All right, so now you get a better look. All right, so I am recycling right now. Now, I love these jars. This is the Silly Cow Farms hot chocolate containers. And I had 3 of them, and I held on to the jars. So what I want to do, I want to see what, let me move this out of the way. I like to see what this would look like if I put the beads in here. Okay. Now, you know what? I really don't have everything together because I just thought about, oh, you know what? See, that's what I mean. I could have used the funnel. Isn't that pretty? I think it's pretty. Okay, so I think I want to put something else in here. So let's see, what do we have in here? These are smaller beads. I don't want to use that. Okay, enough of the beads for now. Let me see what else I have. I think I have some buttons. Let's try putting some buttons in here. Okay, let me try this one. Okay. You know what? I'm going to do something clever. Now, these aren't just buttons in here. Productive, because when you have so many things to organize, in the scheme of things, it doesn't look like the mountain's being mowed. It still looks like a huge pile. And so at least if I micro-organize these smaller items, this is just one less thing I have to do. Okay, so I put these buttons in here, and I have other buttons and things. So I just wanted to show you that. I'm not going to continue. I think I'm going to do one more. Okay, so, all right, I did that. I'm going to put these back in here, and I need to start clearing off the table so that I can show you some items that I picked up from the Goodwill store. Hi, Patient Justice. Hi.
Are you doing a video?
Yeah, I'm doing a video.
Okay.
Yes, I'm doing a video.
Oh. I'm sorry, you're a little
That's
stirring.
okay.
I'm sorry.
I can take that out.
Done already. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Okay, so let's see what this looks like. Okay.
Be ready all you want. I'll be right there, Christian Justice. My favorite brother. One of my favorite brothers. Got many.
Diamond. Okay.
I don't know who this.
I'm losing my thought process. Okay, so I don't have young children at home anymore. At one time, I had a house full of children. But one by one, they're leaving the nest. Okay, so let me, it's just, you can imagine what things look like downstairs. I may even show you some photos, but because I really need to just relax, and all of this is just making me feel so busy. I'm going to show you what I was working on yesterday. So first of all, on the first haul that I showed you, there were 2 photo albums, and they were from the 70s. I remember it from the 70s. And so I'm going to show it to you, because what I did was I already started putting some things in the photo albums. I mentioned that I was going to put photos in it, and I was going to lay it out so that when I would be working on a page, I would have the photos at a glance, and it would be easier for me to put together a color palette. Okay, but instead of doing that, I did something different. I'm going to show you what I did. Now, because I had to bring things up from my craft room downstairs, I had to put things in a bag. So let me show you the photo albums. These are the albums that I was talking to you about. And I'm going to tell you what I put in it. Okay. What I decided to put in this photo album is ephemera. And so I'm going to turn the camera down so that you can see clearly. Now, this is one of the items that I got from the Goodwill store. This nice piece of wood. And I already started using it, and I was using my my cutting knife, and so already I've got, you know, markings on it. But I want you to see what I paid for it. 99 cents, very smooth wood, and so this was a great deal. These are the photo albums that I picked up. So what I have here is some ephemera. Now, I fussy cutted these pieces of ephemera from a catalog. So this was a catalog that my children brought home from school when they were in public school. And this was back in 2003. Okay. And let me show you what the catalog, I don't even have the original catalog. But, okay, yeah. This is what the catalog looked like. Okay, I have a front and back. It's one of the catalogs that the children brought home from school because they were selling candy. So it was one of those fundraisers, okay? And it said Autumn Gold. So what I did was I took the time to cut out pictures that I wanted so that I could use it on my layouts, okay? So I cut out the leaf, I cut out the word, and I'm going to show you some of the things that I cut out and how I'm going to use this album. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to lay it on this table, and then once it's laid out on the table, I'm going to arrange it in the album. Okay. So I'm just simply going to open it up, fold it back. I have apples on here, and I can add some more apples. All I'm doing is adding like colors to this album. Doesn't go here. This doesn't go. I'll put that there. This. 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 This, and what is this? Okay, so we've got some little berries. Okay, all right, so what I'm really trying to show you is that these items were fussy cutted, and I took the time to do that because it was relaxing. So now I'm going to show you some of the other things that I fussy cutted. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is create a space for my ephemera and my stickers. So this is where I put some items that I cut out by hand. When I mentioned that I fussy cut it, I want you to see that some of these items that I cut out was a little on the intricate side. Let me just take some of these things out, and so you'll see. So I was able to put this in that binder that I got from the Goodwill store just a week ago, and this was only 99 cents. And so what I have in here is more. Okay, this is where I've been storing it. So this is just on both sides. I have, you see, more ephemera that I cut out. Okay, so now I just want to give you some ideas about where you could store it using things you probably have in your bathroom already. So I have this hanging file, and inside I added the sample of wrapping paper. So let me show you what it looks like. This is what was in the back of the catalog. This is the catalog, front and back. This was on the inside flap. As you can see, it's still stuck to it. And so what I did was I pulled it off, and I would use these on my layouts. Look how pretty. All these samples I could use on my layout. And see, on this side, I know I have some that's different. Yeah, this is different. These are smaller, but still, I get to use these on my pages. And then I still have room to add other stickers. It opens from the side, and I can use both sides, and I think I have 2 of these. Yes, I have 2 of these pages where I can use this in. And here's another one. I have space to add these. So I didn't have to buy anything to put my stickers in. The other thing I could use Goodwill store, another find. I could use this. Okay, and I could just put it in from, let's see, the side as well. Now what I probably would do, I probably take the time to measure the card and use cardstock just to keep it more firm, because this is pretty light. But this is also what I'm going to use to put those ephemera embellishments. And I'm also going to use maybe some vellum envelopes to hold these really small pieces. So for now, I would just, maybe I'll put it in here. You see, this is the album I have lying around. Not this one, this one. This was also lying around. And I would put so this will hold ephemera. This could also hold ephemera. this is an old album that I don't use. I can put ephemera in here. So when I said I was going to challenge myself to use what I have, I don't have to buy sleeves from Amazon or from anywhere. I can just use what I have. So the Goodwill store has items like this, and sometimes people ignore it. When I go to the Goodwill store, I know just what to look for. Now this is different. This is a little different. What I want to do with this one, what I want to do with this record, I'm going to use this to record, to do a system downstairs where I can locate stickers, paint. I have so much stuff downstairs, so I'm going to need some type of record keeper. So this is going to be my record keeper, because I can just come up with a system and write it on this side and just tuck away maybe a picture. If it's paint and I want to see the colors that I have, I can put it on this side and then write the color or write the association to it on the other side. Okay, so that's what I'm going to use this for. So I also got this, and I can keep items in here as well. Okay, so I have this pocket here, and then I have these pages that I can use. Maybe this will be work layouts in progress. I can use this for that, because I don't just want to be organizing. I also want to get to scrap. And okay, let's see here, and there's a couple other binders that I got from the Goodwill store. I got this from the Goodwill store, so I can put things in here. It's just an empty space on the inside. And there was another one. Where's the other one? There it is. I got this from the Goodwill store. This was 99 cents. And this has 2 cards in it, so I can organize something in here, and then I can label, and I have plenty of tabs to do that. These are albums that I've had for some time, and I've never used it. I definitely want to use this bow for something. This is really pretty. I'm also going to use this for my ephemera. See that? So I'll be able to put things in here. So I have 2 of these. Another 2. So I finally get to use this for something, because I didn't know what I was going to use it for. And now let me see if I can locate that album that I wanted to show you. My scrapbooking album. Okay, same thing. 2 of these. And I'm going to hold on to these ribbons. What did I do with the other ribbons? Okay. This away, I think I have 2 more little ones that I want to show you, and then I could just move all this stuff out of the way. I have these. This is called Stick-A-Potamus, and they're tiny little binders. Okay, so you'll see. I had a number of these, so I don't know what happened to the other ones over the year. I probably used it in a layout because that's what I did with this. I did this for my son's kindergarten class. And I put another page on the inside, so I made it into a pocket. So all I have to do is take this out, because I'm going to use this for stickers, and I have so many. I'm going to use all of this space. So you see what I did? I just hole punched it and put it inside the binder. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to put this away, and I'm going to use this. I found two beautiful angels that I can put in my craft room to make my room look unique. So I'm going to have to fix this, but yeah. So this is one. I'm just going to set it in here, and this is the other one. And let me see. First, let me go back for a moment. Okay, let me tell you how much this one cost. This one was price tagged at $14.99, but I paid $4.99 for it. Okay. And I believe I paid the same price for this one. I'm sure I did. I know I paid the same price, but I'm going to plug this in so you can see what she does. I just have to dress her up a little bit. Isn't that beautiful? So I have to give these two angels a name. Beautiful. And I'll put that one in here, this one in here. Move these out of the way. I got this from the Goodwill store, and I think I paid $2.99 for it, and I don't know what it is, but it's beautiful. Look at it. It feels like rubber. It's got a little give, but you know, with some resistance. I don't know, but I think I want to use it to display something. I'll figure that out once I get things set up in my room downstairs. And this was $1.99, and I don't know what this is used for either, but I thought I could use it in my craft room. So let me show you what I did. I took some spools of ribbon, and I targeted the ones that had some glitter and glam in it, and I said, let me use this as like a presentation piece. Okay, so I could just take a lot of this Christmassy looking items and just throw it in here, and I think that it would add some pizzazz to the space. Okay, I could put things like that in there, and then I could take the glittery looking ones let's see, put that in there, put this in here, and then I could take these it up over here, and because it's extended, I can just pull out what I need to use. Have that on one side, and have this on the other side. I think this could work. I don't know what it's used for. Now, as you see, it fell through, so I would have to do something to stop it from going all the way down. And then I would just, I won't do that now, but I would just put that back on the spool. You got the idea. What do you think about this? What do you think about this? What do you think about this? Okay, so let me move this.